Over 65? The yogurts you choose can quietly shape your digestion, your energy, your inflammation levels, and even your independence far more than most people realize. Yogurt is often seen as one of the healthiest foods you can eat as you age, something light, nourishing, and good for the gut. Many seniors eat yogurt every single day, believing they are protecting their bones, improving digestion, and supporting immunity. But the uncomfortable truth is that not all yogurts are created equal, and after 65, some of the most popular yogurts on store shelves may actually be working against your health. The difference between the wrong yogurt and the right one can mean the difference between bloating and comfort, fatigue and steady energy, inflammation and resilience. I'm Dr. Nancy Weller, and I want to share what really happens inside the aging body when you choose the wrong yogurts, and which types your body truly benefits from at this stage of life. As the body ages, the digestive system becomes far more sensitive to what we eat. Stomach acid decreases, enzyme production slows, and the balance of bacteria in the gut shifts. These changes mean that foods once tolerated easily can suddenly cause discomfort, inflammation, or metabolic stress. Yogurt, being a fermented dairy product, directly interacts with the gut microbiome, making its quality especially important. The problem is that many yogurts marketed as healthy are designed for taste and shelf life, not for the needs of an aging digestive system. One of the worst mistakes seniors make is choosing yogurts loaded with added sugars. These yogurts often taste sweet and smooth, but they can contain as much sugar as a dessert. In the aging body, excess sugar feeds harmful gut bacteria, increases inflammation, and destabilizes blood sugar levels. Over time, this can worsen insulin resistance, increase belly fat, and drain energy. Many older adults don't realize that their afternoon fatigue or digestive discomfort may be linked to a yogurt they believe is helping them. Another category of yogurt that can quietly cause problems is low-fat or fat-free yogurt that has been heavily processed. When fat is removed, manufacturers often add thickeners, starches, and sweeteners to improve texture and flavor. These additives can be difficult for older digestive systems to handle and may irritate the gut lining. Fat is not the enemy for seniors. In fact, healthy fats help with vitamin absorption, hormone balance, and satiety. Yogurts stripped of natural fat and filled with additives often do more harm than good. Flavored yogurts are another major concern. Even when labeled as fruit-flavored or natural, many contain artificial flavors, colorings, and preservatives. These compounds place an extra burden on the liver, which already works harder with age. For seniors, this can contribute to systemic inflammation, joint stiffness, and a general feeling of heaviness or sluggishness that is often blamed on aging rather than diet. Then there are yogurts with very low or non-existent probiotic content. Some products are heat-treated after fermentation, killing beneficial bacteria while still being sold as yogurt. These products provide little to no gut benefit, yet still contain dairy proteins and sugars that must be processed by the body. For older adults seeking digestive support, these yogurts offer the downsides without the benefits. Now let's talk about the yogurts that truly support health after 65. The yogurts your body benefits from most are those that work with your changing digestion, not against it. Yogurts that are plain, unsweetened, and minimally processed provide beneficial bacteria without overwhelming the system. These yogurts help restore balance in the gut, improve nutrient absorption, and support immune function. One of the most beneficial qualities to look for is live and active cultures. These probiotics help replenish gut bacteria that naturally decline with age. A healthier gut microbiome improves digestion, reduces inflammation, and even supports mood and cognitive health. Seniors who regularly consume probiotic-rich yogurt often notice better regularity, less bloating, and more stable energy levels. Protein content also matters, but balance is key. Yogurts that provide moderate amounts of protein help maintain muscle mass without overwhelming digestion. Excessively thick or protein-heavy yogurts can feel heavy and difficult to digest for some seniors, while yogurts with too little protein may not support muscle preservation. The goal is nourishment, not overload. Fat content is another important factor. Yogurts that retain their natural fats support satiety and help absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A and D, which are crucial for immune and bone health. For seniors, full-fat or moderately fat yogurt often leads to better blood sugar stability compared to low-fat versions that spike glucose due to added sugars. Fermentation length also plays a role. Yogurts that are slow fermented tend to be easier to digest because lactose is broken down more completely. This makes them more suitable for older adults with lactose sensitivity, a condition that becomes increasingly common with age. Better lactose breakdown means less gas, bloating, and intestinal discomfort. Another yogurt type that supports aging bodies is yogurt with a short ingredient list. Fewer ingredients usually mean less processing and fewer irritants. When yogurt contains only milk and cultures, the body recognizes and processes it more easily. This simplicity is especially important for seniors dealing with digestive issues or chronic inflammation. Many older adults notice significant improvements when they switch from sweetened, processed yogurts to plain, probiotic-rich ones. Digestion feels lighter, cravings decrease, energy becomes more consistent throughout the day. These changes don't happen overnight, but over weeks and months, they add up to meaningful improvements in quality of life. Yogurt also plays a role in bone health, but only when it is absorbed properly. Calcium absorption depends heavily on gut health, vitamin D status, and inflammation levels. Yogurts that support a healthy gut environment enhance calcium uptake, while inflammatory, sugar-laden yogurts may actually interfere with it. For seniors concerned about osteoporosis, choosing the right yogurt is more important than simply consuming more dairy. Another overlooked benefit of the right yogurt is immune support. The majority of the immune system resides in the gut. Probiotics help regulate immune responses, reducing the risk of infections and chronic inflammation. Older adults with a healthy gut microbiome often experience fewer digestive illnesses and recover more quickly when they do get sick. The biggest danger is assuming all yogurts are equally healthy. Marketing labels can be misleading, and many products are designed to appeal to taste preferences rather than biological needs. After 65, the body is less forgiving, and small dietary choices repeated daily can have large long-term effects. The yogurts you should avoid are not necessarily those that taste bad or seem unhealthy at first glance. They are often the most popular, sweet, smooth, and heavily advertised ones. The yogurts your body truly needs may taste simpler, less sweet, and more natural, but they work quietly to support digestion, reduce inflammation, and maintain strength. The real secret to yogurt after 65 is not elimination, but discernment. When you choose yogurt that aligns with your body's current needs, you give your digestive system relief, your immune system support, and your metabolism stability. When you choose the wrong ones, even with good intentions, you may unknowingly increase inflammation and fatigue. Aging well is not about following trends, but about understanding how your body changes and adapting accordingly. Yogurt can still be a powerful ally, but only when you choose the types that nourish rather than stress your system. Listening to how your body feels after eating yogurt is one of the simplest and most effective ways to guide your choices. When you consistently choose yogurts that are gentle, Probiotic-rich and free from unnecessary additives, you create a foundation for better digestion, stronger immunity, and greater independence as you age. That is the difference between yogurts that quietly harm and yogurts that truly help. And after 65, that difference matters more than ever.